Hello my darlings, hope you're all doing well. Blush Lily here. Welcome to today's reading where we're going to be taking a look at who you guys are going to marry. So we're going to be finding out how you're going to meet them, when you're going to meet them, what your love story is going to be like, and anything and everything that's going to be willing to come through in this particular reading. 3 options, see which one you're mostly drawn to. Don't overthink it, and let's go ahead and get started. Alright, my lovely option number 1, and welcome to your reading, guys. Get comfy as I'm shuffling the cards, so your name out loud or in your head helps you better connect to the energies of the reading. A little bit of an energy check-in before we begin, so you guys can make sure you chose the right option. Alright, tell me your story. 6 of Cups. Sweet, innocent, beautiful, nostalgic. You tend to be the sort of person who holds on to things that hold memories, that hold values. When you're dating somebody, it kind of feels like, you hold on to the first movie ticket. So you hold on to something really sweet. I mean, not necessarily expensive, but it's something that's incredibly valuable to you. Strong connection to spirituality, strong connection to, I want to say, having psychic gifts, being able to read the room, being able to, I want to say, connect to the universe in a way that a lot of people can't connect. At this particular moment, it feels like you're in this energy of disappointment. Disappointment maybe in your surroundings, disappointment in, I just want to say like in people, in their values in general. With these cards coming through, honestly, there's just this energy where you're looking at people and you're like, damn, whatever happened to people? And it's just such an energy of disappointment. Maybe some of you, you're missing friends, like missing old friendships, missing the time when things were much simpler. Some of you, I feel like you could be homesick as well. Homesick, like missing old times. Lots of Libra energies coming through. So, you guys could be working as somebody who has to process a lot of information. And you have this strong energy of needing to be heard, and things like needing to be very fair. Like fairness and honesty is incredibly important to you. Okay. If that sounds like you, my darlings, keep on watching. Also, you guys have been maybe seeing a lot of 11s lately, or you have life path number 1, 1 or 2. All right. Your future spells. First, I want to know if you already know this person, if they're already in your life or not. Is it going to be somebody new? Ace of Wands, Hierophants. Ooh. It's interesting that I wanted to ask about this particular... I wanted to ask this particular question because, and I'm going to dig deeper into this, there's some sort of unfinished business that's coming through over here. 10 of Swords, 8 of Cups. There's something about somebody who walked away. Somebody who left. Somebody you left. But it's unfinished business. Right now, you and this particular person, you're going through the period of growth. You are going through this period of growth. Okay. I want to see why they're bringing this up. Is it because this person is your future spouse? Or is it because the energies of this person aren't allowing you to meet your future spouse? Might be dealing with somebody who's quite immature. Who's maybe younger than you are. 5 of Wands. A lot of tense situations that happened with this particular person. You still have feelings. They still have feelings. You might be waiting for them to grow up, to take action, to be more assertive, to be more stable. Okay, the cards. Why are you bringing this person up? Is it their future spouse or is it somebody who's standing in the way of their future spouse? Tell me. The High Priestess, unknown. You guys haven't decided yet, have you? You're that powerful that you're literally getting your energies are getting in the way of the reading. Not in a bad way, but you're influencing the reading. You're influencing your fate, so to speak. But the truth is, over here, my darlings, it kind of feels like you have outgrown this particular connection, this particular relationship or situationship or whatever that was. You have outgrown this thing. And it's almost like right now, with the Two of Wands, you're deciding whether you want to bring this person back or you want to give them another chance, or, you know, if they do come through, will you give them another chance? Or are you going into something new? Into something new, into something maybe that's better for you. Aries, Leo, Gemini energy that's coming through. The Lovers, Gemini energy is very, very strong over here. And what I'm getting over here, my darlings, is a possibility of a new chapter. But it's so hard to read this. It's so hard for me to push past your energy, so to speak. For the majority of you, although, I feel like over time you're going to heal enough to go into something new with a new person. Because this is a general reading. Some of you, you will choose to give the other person another chance. But for the majority of you, I'm seeing that, no, you haven't met your future spouse just yet. And it will depend on your decision. It really will depend on your decision to go into something new and to stop trying, I want to say, to self-sabotage your happiness by trusting somebody who you know maybe shouldn't be trusted again. Alright, so given that this is a new person, yeah, I'm going to read the energies of the new person. How and when will you meet? Let me see how first. Okay, well, this one is quite straightforward. This person is coming through as somebody who's a little bit older than you are. The energies of the Emperor, this is the energies of somebody with a boss vibe, yeah? So, literally, what I'm seeing with the Page of Pentacles, the Emperor, the Ace of Wands, this is a spark that happens with the person you didn't expect this spark to happen with. Yeah, this could be your boss. This could be an older person that comes into your life, or you come into theirs with something that has to do, you know, with money, something that has to do with documents, something that has to do with maybe helping you fix something, so on and so forth. For some of you, it's going to be a client. For some of you, you know what I mean? Like, this is not a romantic date that you meet on. No. You meet doing whatever it is that you needed to be doing, going about your business, and then the spark is there. And then you're like, wow. Because physically you're going to find each other very attractive. And you'll be like, oh, I haven't felt that for a very long time. Okay. For quite a few of you, this person is going to be either introduced or recommended by somebody you already know. They'll be like, oh, you need this like advice, or you need this energy, or you need whatever. Go to such and such. And then you're going to such and such and you're like, damn, hello. Good stuff. All right, let me see when this could be happening. I'm loving this energy. Okay, for you, option number one, I really have to tell you that it just feels like it really depends on you. It really depends on the route that you take. But let's see what the cards are going to say over here. Yeah, so for some of you, if you decide, this is interesting. They're saying that it happens really fast, but it's based on your decision. This scenario is based on your decision. So if you decide that you want to give the other person a chance, the one that you know, it also happens quite fast. If you decide to move on forwards, honestly, for a lot of you, this could be happening within the next month to 4 months. Really fast. Really fast. But in this time period, if you decide to go into something new, my darlings, they're saying fasten your seatbelts because things are going to be happening almost chaotically. You will be forced to change certain things. A lot of, I want to say, you know, when it's just, it feels like chaos, it feels like a tornado, and you're like, okay, I need to deal with this, I need to deal with that, I need to decide this. So you might be quite stressful, but that energy of, you know, stress pushes you out because you're going to be seeking help. You're letting go of that energy, I have to do everything by myself, and you're going to be seeking help. You're going to be reaching out to people, and, you know, your pride is not going to get in the way anymore. And this is how you're being pushed towards that new person. All right, if we're talking about the new person, let's talk about their energies, character traits, anything that's going to be willing to come through. Knight of Pentacles. Okay, so I'm getting Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy that's coming through very strongly over here. The Knight of Pentacles, it's somebody who might, you know, if you are, excuse me, if you're somebody who likes things done fast and you're in a hurry and slow people annoy you, well, prepare to get annoyed. Just a little bit, because Knight of Pentacles, this is somebody who's very thorough. They're very thorough, they're very precise, they're very like, dot the I's and cross the T's and all of those things, you know. But they're incredibly reliable, incredibly reliable. This is the sort of person, you know, once they make up their mind and once they decide to invest, they go all in. But they take their time. They take their time. They're not fast moving at all. There's a lot of sweetness to them. I don't know why I keep getting, I know I mentioned somebody older, but they also have this energy of somebody who's quite young. I think you're going to bond really well. You know, your inner children are bonding really well with this particular person. Six of Cups, the energy of sweetness, the energy of care and compassion. And even if you go to this person with something that has nothing to do, like I said, with love or romance or anything, they're going to put that extra special, you know, that personal touch, that extra smile, that extra reassurance, that you feel like, oh, that's sweet, that's, you know, whatever it is, it just feels like the energy of sweetness. Okay. Very family oriented. They're telling me that your future spouse is not going to wait too long to introduce you to their parents, to their friends. It will feel like a family. Like, this is an interesting thing. I'm going to say maybe something odd now, but if there's somebody in your family that you really like the traits of a person in your family that you really like, they will have those similar traits. So this is not going to be a trauma bond, but this is going to be actually a good bond where you're bonding through the right things. And, you know, whether it was your grandma or your mom or your sister or whatever, the good traits, the good character traits of this person, your future spouse, they're going to have them. So it's kind of like you're going to feel at home. You're going to feel like this person is familiar, but again, in a good way. Yeah. Now, for some of you, this person might come through as divorced. It depends on your age, but it does come through, you know, that this person is divorced. And one of the reasons why he or she is in the energy of the Queen of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles is because they, my darlings, just like you, are going to have difficulties trusting, difficulties believing that something good came into their life. Something or someone that is there to stay, that is there for the right reasons. So I like this energy, you know, because it's not like you're going to go head over heels and it's going to be chaotic and it's going to be super emotional and then, you know, like an emotional roller coaster. No, this is something that builds up over time and it builds up beautifully. Okay, let's take a look more at your relationship dynamic. The energy of celebration, the energy of spark. So what they're telling me is that the man in this connection, or the male energy, the dominant male energy in this connection, is going to take the lead. And the sparks are going to really start flying at some sort of celebration, you know? So this could be a picnic, this could be... It kind of feels like they're going to invite you to maybe some sort of, like I said, event that also has their family there, their friends there, you know, and it's almost like they want to show you off a little bit in a good way, you know. And the sparks are flying when there's some sort of celebration. And this is when the two of you start feeling that connection even more. Again, the sparks came through, guys. Honestly, just shuffled the cards. So it's a very interesting and beautiful chemistry. And the sparks can light the big bonfire that will keep both of you warm. Maybe sometimes hot, because the sexual connection over here is beautiful. Right, so there's a little bit of a message over here, and they're saying love is a beautiful journey and you're on the right path. So they're kind of saying, when I was talking about these two choices, you got to understand that this is a general reading, and whichever path you choose is going to be the right one for you. So don't end up choosing nothing because you're afraid of making a mistake. Your heart will tell you whether it's the person that you've already met or it's that new person that you want to come into your life. And they keep on saying divine timing. Yeah, don't rush it, and also kind of don't postpone it. Do you see what I'm saying? They're saying trust the divine timing. Love arrives when it's meant to. I'm absolutely loving this. All right, my darlings, let me see if there's anything I can pick up when it comes to your future spouse. King of Wands. Okay, so this is somebody, again, I want to say very good looking. Very good looking. Kings of Wands, they're very good looking. And they do have that passionate side that you're going to unlock after all the pentacles move out of the way, slowly but surely. You're going to definitely unlock that passionate side. And there's something that, you know, they're going to surprise you when they're going to text you. Because, you know, sometimes you look at someone and you're like, oh, well, I don't think this person is the type of person who can write something passionate or be romantic or whatever. You're going to be unlocking new sides to this particular love of yours. And I'm only sighing because it's going to be so beautiful. It's going to be quite romantic and passionate as well. All right, guys, I'm going to stop right here. I hope you enjoyed this reading and I hope it resonated. If you're up for a personal one, all you have to do is send me an email. The email is in the description box below this particular reading. All right, guys, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And take care of your beautiful selves now. Bye. My lovely option number 2. Hi, and welcome to your reading, guys. Get comfy. As I'm shuffling the cards, say your name out loud in your head. Helps you better connect to the energies of the reading. Let's do a little bit of an energy check-in so you guys can make sure you chose the right pile and you're going to be listening to your reading. Okay, show me the energy of the sun. Okay, so it kind of feels like you guys are in a quite optimistic mood at this particular moment. Yeah, you're in a good mood, mostly. Let me see what comes through. The world. Okay, some of you at this particular moment, you might be thinking about traveling. You might be thinking about going somewhere. There's definitely an indication that you are somebody who's already well-traveled. You might speak a couple of languages. You might be working through the internet, spending a lot of time on the internet. Investing in your career, investing in working. You know, like there are a lot of changes that are coming through when we're talking about your boundaries. So you're working a lot with your boundaries. There's definitely an indication with Temperance, you're working on healing yourself. You might have started eating better, sleeping better, exercising, changing your environment. But you guys are definitely in the process of, I want to say, waking up, and glow up is being indicated over here as well. Some of you might have a different background. You know, so your parents could be mixed. You might have lived in various countries. At this particular moment, I'm seeing that you guys are motivated. You guys are ready to move forwards. You guys are ready to win. It's beautiful energy of Cancer, beautiful energy of Sagittarius that's coming through. Gemini is coming through, and Taurus is also showing their colors, showing their horns. Yeah, with the energy of the Chariot, you seem to maybe enjoy traveling in a car. Traveling in a plane. I don't know, there's just something about the speed, and there's something about the motion and the movement. You might also be somebody who likes going by train, and you find it kind of romantic in a way, you know. It has its kind of vibe to it, some sort of charm. Okay. 3 of Cups and the Lovers. I'm seeing that, you know, a lot of you, unfortunately, my lovely option number 2, there's a very big fear of a third-party situation. Something you might have experienced lately with the energy of the Ten of Swords. The other person might have left you. And you're still mourning it. It's still there. But I'm seeing that you were kind of one foot in that mourning, the other foot in that energy of having been healed and ready for action. Maybe you're planning to relocate somewhere. Honestly, there's just this energy of looking for home, looking for home, looking for home. If that sounds like you, keep on watching. Let's take a look. You and your future spouse. New person or somebody from the past? Okay, so I don't know if you already tried getting back together with a person from the past, because honestly, it doesn't feel like it worked out. It's this energy, where somebody might be missing you at this particular moment, but you just don't see the way forwards with this particular person. And maybe even in your head, you imagined is now what is imagined? Excuse me. I don't know what accent that was, but anyways, you might have imagined this scenario where you got back together with this particular person, but it just feels like there's so many differences and so many things that didn't go right that you understand it can't work anyways. It would have never worked. So I'm definitely seeing a new person for you. A new person that brings more to the table. Even though I don't really like that saying, but it's kind of like the energy of, somebody who brings more to the relationship. Let's put it that way. Okay. So it's a new person. Let's see how and when you're most likely to meet. Show me how. Well, this is quite interesting because they're showing me like you might be... you're basically meeting through a friend with whom at this particular moment you might have a tense situation with. Yeah, and there's something about you making peace with that friend, and as a peace offering, you end up going out somewhere, or she invites you to a particular place, or you know what I mean. There's something like with a friend, making peace with a friend, and going somewhere over here, because here they're giving me the Four of Wands. It's either visiting this particular friend or going to an event together. Ace of Wands, the Sun, the chemistry is crazy. The chemistry is crazy between you and your future spouse. That's it. It happens almost instantaneously. It's a very intense energy. So I don't even know if you're being introduced or what. I don't think your future spouse is even going to be waiting to be introduced, because I'm seeing somebody who's they're very determined. Once they see something that they like, they go for it. Very competitive energy, very ambitious, hot, I want to say curious, and outside of the box thinking. So none of this like, hey, can I get you a drink, or nothing, I want to say common. Yeah? It's something with a spark, it's something with a sense of humor, it's something with wit. They approach you. And it's with a lot of laughter, it's with such positivity, it's an instant connection over here, guys. Instant. The Sun, the Ace of Wands, oof. The Emperor, Ace of Swords. You're going to absolutely love the way that this person talks. Something about their voice, the way that they structure their sentences, the way that they articulate, the way that they... I don't know, this thing like putting their body into it, like the facial expressions. There's something about this person that feels so alive. Oh, lovely. And they're very, especially if we're talking about men, I want to say that they're very action-oriented. And they come up with solutions, and like it's an interesting conversation. Wow. Okay. Let me see when this could be happening. Your future spouse is incredibly excited to meet you. They're saying there's so many things I want to show you. There's so many things that I want to do with you. There's so many experiences that we're yet to experience. Like, come on, let's go. Let's do this. Wow. Ooh. They're like, wow, I want to say life of the party. An unintentional moment. Look at that. Literally. Exactly what I've been saying. An unintentional moment. Okay. Let's get more specifics. Or let's try to get more specifics. After taking a different path. Oh my god. Give me a second, you guys. Right. I'm going to tell you this, guys. I've got 2 time frames over here. And if you're hearing this and you're like, oh my god, I just made up with my friend. Today is like, what are we, Friday, Saturday, and I'm just going to cut the story short. But for some of you, it's literally, you could be meeting this person like tomorrow, couple of days. With this card, I'm going to read it with like up to a week. For some of you, you have already met this person and you're like, oh my god, Blush Lily, I know exactly who you're talking about. They're texting you tomorrow. Now, for others of you, there's this energy of either you taking your time with this particular friend, or you needing to travel somewhere, them needing to travel somewhere. Anyways, for some of you, I'm seeing that this could be up to December. Yeah, there's something about December that's coming through. This is a timeless reading. What are we now? Within the next 6 months, basically. Yeah. So if you're watching this in June, not in June, in May, December. Tell me about your future spouse more. More info about your future spouse. They're so upbeat. It's amazing. Like, the thing is, it's not going to annoy you. It's not over the top, But their energy just kind of, it's infectious in a good way, The moon. Swords, 4 of Cups. You know what? This is interesting because when the 2 of you meet, his or her friends are going to be like, oh my god, you had such an impact on this particular person. Because right now, they're showing me somebody who's like, not interested in anything. Right now, they have this energy of disappointment with the world, Right now, they're not feeling good, guys. I'm going to be honest with you. Right now, they're looking for something that's going to bring them back to their old selves. They're trying things out. They're trying out sports. They're trying out travel. They're trying out different hobbies. They're looking for careers. There's something about this particular person needing to find themselves. And the thing is, once they do, they fully accept this part of themselves. But, your future spouse, they can be very different. They're very multifaceted personality. But right now, they're hurting. Shall we ask them why they're hurting? Why are they hurting right now? What happened? Tell us, boo-boo. The energy of loneliness and the energy of needing to understand. It's kind of like this particular person is saying, I feel alone. I feel like I'm walking my path by myself. And even though there are people around me, they don't fully resonate. There's also this energy with the moon and the 7 of Cups. It's, I want to say, a lot of suppressed emotions that are coming up right now for whatever reason. It kind of feels like it's a period of maturing, a period of understanding a lot of things. Also, I'm going to be honest with you, your future spouse at this particular moment is dealing with a lot of, I'm just going to say it, a lot of assholes, a lot of people that are very critical, and people that don't appreciate a lot of things. So it's needing to feel defensive and kind of like a little bit of disappointment in the world. The Ace of Pentacles, the Eight of Wands, the High Priestess, maybe a little bit unsure about the future as well. A little bit unsure about the future and what's going to happen in the future. Okay. Ooh, give them a hug, you guys. Literally. Mentally, give them a hug. They could really do with a hug right now. I think we all could do with a hug right now, right? Okay. So, your particular person could have a dog. There's something about being a great animal lover over here. Looking forwards towards the future. Maybe they're planning to relocate over here. They're looking for different locations, you know, with the Three of Wands. But they're quite positive. Even though they're in this state of mind right now, the positivity prevails. The energy of strength is somebody who's physically very strong. Strong character, physically strong. Might have something to do with the gym as well, you know. King of Pentacles, person who is quite well off, sometimes a little bit stubborn. This is somebody who loves to eat tasty stuff. Oh my god, they're like, maybe they're on the bigger side, yeah. We're not talking like big, but we're talking about somebody who's, you know, slightly larger. Because with the King of Pentacles, especially when we're talking about men, yeah, when we're talking about women, this is more about, you know, being quite voluptuous and juicy and wow. Yeah, if we're talking about men, this is more about just their natural build, that they're not skinny. Like they were never skinny. But it's this energy of like muscles and maybe like a dad bod sort of thing that's coming through. But they love eating. They love the experience of maybe eating and cooking as well. Why not? I don't know, this energy of apples that comes through. Loads and loads of apples. Okay. Maybe from New York, for some of you, you know. The King of Pentacles, this is usually somebody with darker features, darker complexion. Rounder features, so maybe rounder face, kind of, again, if we're talking about a woman, this is somebody with very, very attractive figure, you know. I want to say it's I'm just going to say tasty. That's it. You know what I mean. If we're talking about a man, this is, you know, somebody who's bigger, larger, with a beautiful smile. Yeah, and look at this. There's going to be a lot of similarities between the two of you because you come through as the Queen of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles. And this is an indication that the two of you, you're both going to be ready for a committed relationship. Now, let me take a look at your relationship dynamic. This one wants to come through. Oh, okay. Very similar to option number one. They're saying divine timing. So when it comes to this relationship dynamic, they're telling me that both of you had to find yourselves first before you found one another. Yeah? It's this energy where things are going to align when it comes to your connection. So things like when it comes to relocation, changing jobs, it's going to feel like it's the perfect timing. Like it just fits in perfectly. Perfectly. Oh my god. You will meet a new love interest. Yeah. At a party or a night out. Just again, a confirmation. A confirmation. Oh my god. Beautiful. Very passionate. Very passionate energy. You're going to... They give me this card of the hideaway. And you know... They're showing me beautiful views that the two of you can share. Beautiful memories that the two of you, you're going to create. Gorgeous, I want to say away from the world. Make time to be with your person. Create your own special hideaway. So it kind of feels like you guys, you're going to find a secluded place. For some of you, it's in the hills, or it's like by the fountain, or by the lake, by a waterfall of some sort, but a secluded, beautiful place that's very serene. And might be some sort of kinky stuff happening there. But honestly, no, the passion over here is beautiful. And the thing is, what I like when it comes to you, my lovely option number 2, throughout your relationship, you're going to keep that passion going. So you're going to surprise one another. You're not going to go into this energy where it's like, the routine gets the best of you. Both of you are going to be willing to try and do things to keep that passion alive, to keep the love alive, to do what it takes to make it last. Okay. And that's what I see for you, my lovely option number 2. I hope you enjoyed this reading and it resonated. If you're up for a personal one, all you have to do is send me an email. The email's in the description box below this particular reading. Don't forget to check my Patreon page out and take good care of your amazing selves now. Bye. My lovely option number 3, and welcome to your reading, guys. Get comfy. As I'm shuffling the cards, say your name out loud during your head. Helps you better connect to the energies of the reading. Before we take a look at your future spouse, I want to do a little bit of an energy check-in so we can make sure that you chose the right pile. Queen of Cups is coming through. Sweet, beautiful, emotional. You're really getting in touch with your emotions at this particular moment. You're learning to understand yourself better. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy is coming through over here. You're choosing to be chosen. I feel like a lot of you, my lovely option number 3, at this particular moment, you have healed, or you have almost healed, anxious attachment style. You tend to be, or you used to be, somebody who is willing to sacrifice a lot in a relationship. You're willing to, I want to say you were, because it feels like the energy is very, very different. You, for whatever reason, you were putting other people's emotions first and their comfort first. And then you were somewhere last, or just before last. And you're learning, and a lot of you, you're almost over with that gorgeous but difficult lesson where you're learning to put your emotions as a priority. Ready to fall in love. For some of you, maybe you're already crushing on someone over here. You might be somebody with whom people from the past are trying to reach out. It doesn't necessarily have to be past lovers. It could be past friends, it could be relatives, it could be colleagues. But at this particular moment, it kind of feels like you started shining brighter and people are reaching out to you. Something has changed about the way that you looked. Also, people are giving you compliments. I don't know if you guys are noticing it or not. And you're tired of waiting. You're tired of waiting. You're very precise with what it is that you want when it comes to family life, when it comes to... Oh, ringing in my ear. Oh, do you guys have ringing ears as well? My lovely option number 3. You're like, yeah, I'm tired of waiting. I want a family. I want something stable. I want something beautiful. I want something long-lasting, faithful, compassionate, gorgeous. There might be somebody at a distance at this particular moment. And there's kind of saying like you don't really know what to do with that energy. You don't really know what to do with that energy. But there's something about you guys, honestly, ready for romance, ready for passion, ready for things to start happening to you. And you yourself, you're a very romantic, passionate person. You know, you put thought into gifts. You put thought into an effort into getting to know people, into finding out what it is that they want. You don't give gifts, just to give a gift. You give a gift to see the other person happy. Paying attention to small details. What you have is incredibly precious. But they're telling me that you are not only doing this to other people, but you're also learning to do this for yourself, and you're also learning to receive, because you, my love, option number 3, you come through as givers. You're also incredibly attractive, sexy, passionate, but you might be having issues with your self-esteem at this particular time, or you might be attracting people who are only kind of after one thing, and they don't see the depth and the beauty of you. You want to get married. You do want to get married. But you're very afraid of making the mistake, of like choosing the wrong person. Like for you, you want to get married this time and for the rest of the life. Okay. Let's go ahead and take a look at how you will meet your future spouse. And I want to see if it's going to be a new person or a person from the past to start off with, yeah? A new person? The Last Judgment. Ooh, you guys are letting go of somebody over here. King of Pentacles, King of Swords. It's like there's still the energy of other people in your life, but with the energy of the Last Judgment. It's funny how they called it in this deck, the Last Judgment. It's kind of like you're cutting cords. So I want to say for the majority of you, yes, it's going to be a new person. Absolutely. Look at this. The Fool came through. You're opening your heart, you're opening your eyes, you're opening your mind to a different sort of relationship dynamic. This is crucial for you, my lovely option number 3, where it's no longer this runner and chaser thing, where it's two people who want to be in a relationship, two people who want to work on a relationship, two people who want to love and be loved, two people who want to get to know the other person and want to have them in their life as a personality, as a person, rather than as a function or some sort of band-aid for their emotional trauma. So that's a good start. That's a good start. Okay, so it's a new person. How are you meeting this new person? Okay, this is interesting because they're showing me like competition over you guys. There's like people who are going to be almost fighting for you. There's this energy of, I'm hearing for some of you, it's the gym. For some of you, you might already met this person. Yeah, they might already be in your life. For the majority of you, it's coming, I want to say, quite soon. Let me see when it's happening. And then I'll get back to how. Because they keep giving me the energy of, you know, other people being interested in you. But then comes the Emperor. It's like, nope, they're mine. Yeah, for some of you it's coming through, honestly, guys, next week. But I feel like this is more of an energy if you already met this person and you're seeing them again next week. Okay, it's a little bit of a hint for you. And if you haven't met this person, when are they coming into your life? The time of the full moon, very romantic. Very soon, honestly, guys. For you, wow. This thing tomorrow, it's right in front of you. It's happening next week. It's not even months, it's not weeks, it's days for a lot of you. Like they're saying, change your wish and it can be realized immediately. Tomorrow, it's right in front of you. It's right in front of you. Like literally, they're screaming. Right in front of you. Now's the best moment. Oh my God. They're like literally saying, get ready, get ready. They're saying that there's something like for some of you at the end of the month, yeah? But the card of you need to pay the price and the other one says you need to pay the price. There's something that, guys, involves maybe you investing into going somewhere and investing, I don't know, in a gym membership, investing in going somewhere, they're saying first you need to pay something and then you get access to this particular place. So whatever it is, pay the price. Get your wallet out. Okay. back to how you meet this person. So for some of you, like I said, it's the gym. It's the gym, or it's some sort of, I don't know, rehab for the soul. Rehab for the soul. That's how they're wording it. Two of Pentacles. Five of Wands. For some of you, it's a place, they're saying, that might include people, you know, where people are making bets. It could be some sort of sports events where, you know, you might not be making bets on who's going to win or whatever. But it's just like an environment where people would normally place bets or be supporting somebody, some sort of competition, some sort of show. Okay. Or maybe a wedding you need to go to, but you need to give the happy couple gift or money. And you're like, I don't know. Show me more details, how? They keep on saying like the same thing. Three of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles. Again, this could be, you know, through co-workers, maybe inviting you somewhere, needing to pitch in for whatever reason. But they're saying keep on going. Okay, things that we need to know about your future spouse. King of Wands. Tall, dark, and handsome. Yeah. Men or women. Okay, so I'm getting this energy, you know, of somebody with brown, reddish hair. If we're talking about men, they will have facial hair. Nicely groomed. King of Wands. Ambitious. Attractive. I want to say hot-blooded. Doesn't have any issues with their temperament or whatever, but hot-blooded. Not looking for love right now at this time at all. Not looking for love, living their life. Dealing with the things that they need to deal with. When we're talking about the star, they have big ambitions, big hopes, big dreams at this time. A lucky person. A lucky person. Things are getting much better for him or her when we're talking about money. Things are turning around. So I think they're definitely jumping on that train that leads them to abundance and prosperity. Right now, they're literally in that energy of like, okay, let's go, let's do this. Connected to sports. Missing a friend. Maybe supporting a friend that's going through some sort of divorce over here. This energy of movement, something that didn't work out. Like they have a lot of things that are going on. They're not too focused on love. And like I said, you know, when you two end up being together, might be finishing up certain things. Maybe finishing up certain things. The Justice, the Ten of Swords. But it's not to do with love. It's to do with something that he or she needs to deal with documents, visas, you know, money, whatever. But this particular person, they have a very strong background when we're talking about legal things, and something that has to do with nutrition, something that has to do with keeping the body healthy, keeping the mind healthy. That's coming through for sure. Within the next 3 months, they need to make an important decision. They have a very good relationship with their mother. So they're not a mama's boy or mama's girl, but they have a very strong and respectful relationship with their mother. Family is very important. They might be helping their family as well. Ten of Pentacles. Yeah, they are very ambitious when it comes to the way that they want to live their life. And there's something about quality over quantity. They prefer things that have, I don't know, like a history, things that have value to it. So yeah, okay. Let's go ahead and take a look at your relationship dynamic with this particular person. For some of you, this person might be a doctor, by the way, just to let you know. So if you resonate with the concept of a twin flame, this is going to be your twin flame, the healthy stuff. Yeah, they're saying trust the magnetic pull of your twin flame. It will guide you towards them. Okay. So this is going to be a relationship where there's going to be mutual respect of boundaries, guys. I know maybe it sounds a little bit boring, but you will get to know each other quite well. There will be this period where you will test each other's boundaries, which is normal. You gotta see where they are. You gotta set them. They have got to set them. And for whatever reason, they're telling me that this particular relationship is going to show you secrets that others had from you. And you're finally getting your closure on that relationship dynamic, on that unhealthy relationship dynamic. And, you get the proposal quite fast. Within like 6 to 8 months, for some of you weeks, I don't know if it's going to be too soon for you, but anyways, 6 to 8 weeks or months, the proposal is coming through. Now, let's talk about the proposal because, funny enough, I said weeks. It could not necessarily be a proposal to get married within the 6 weeks. It could be, to move in together, to try living together, to do something together. And then 6 to 8 months, this is more about the proposal of, getting married. And both of you, you're living in this energy of abundance. So this is not going to be a lack mentality relationship where you feel something's lacking, they feel something's lacking, money is lacking, time is lacking, sex is lacking, whatever. No, nothing is lacking over here. There's this energy of abundance, of plenitude, where both of you come into this relationship with something to give. And both of you appreciate and know the value of whatever it is you're giving. Okay, adventure. They're telling me, that some of you might end up relocating with this particular person or going on a lot of adventures, exploring, but the whole relationship is going to feel like an adventure. The whole relationship, I'm going to tell you guys, it's going to be highs and lows, but with the right person, even the lows are not so scary. And this is how you're going to feel. If you do want children with this particular person, you will have children with this particular person. Your coping mechanisms might come up over here. They might come up. They're telling me that the devil energy might come through over here, but you're going to be able to handle it beautifully. And so will they. And that's what I see for you. My amazing option number 3. I hope you enjoyed this reading and it resonated. If you're up for a personal one, all you have to do is send me an email. The email's in the description box below this reading. In that same place, you'll find the link to my Patreon page with over 200 exclusive videos, additional discounts, and much, much more. All right, my darlings, take care now.